Arrays in JavaScript. Before understanding arrays, recall the data types supported by JavaScript. If you don't watch my previous video, it is recommended to watch the previous video before understanding the arrays. So there are 7 data types supported by JavaScript. The first 5 we call primitive. The last 2 we call it as composite. Now we will try to understand the arrays. First, watch my previous video to understand these primitive data types, then continue the present video. So in arrays, you can be defined as multiple contiguous locations, but recall in C++, array consists of same type of elements. But in the arrays in JavaScript allows you to store different types of elements. Basically, arrays inherit from the object itself. Array itself is an object. You can see here the conceptual example of an array. In JavaScript, the array index starts from 0 like C and C++. Similarly, you can access the array using the subscript mechanism. It is exactly again similar to C and C++. So in JavaScript, you can create array in 2 ways. One is using new keyword, another one using array literal notation as shown here. You can see here using new keyword, an empty array has been created here using the first statement, variable x equal to new array. Remember here A is capital. It is like a constructor calling mechanism. So an empty array has been created. See by using the second statement, an array has been created with 5 elements 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, this is the one way. Another way using array literal notation. You can see here variable y is an array now has been created with 3 elements. You can see here the first element is a string A. Yeah, if you want to insert an elements in array, there are many predefined functions supported by arrays in JavaScript. For inserting elements into the array, there are 2 methods specifically, push and unshift method. Push method adds, inserts new elements at the end of the array, whereas the unshift method inserts the new element at the beginning of the array. Push inserts the elements at the end of the array. Unshift inserts the element at the beginning of the array. But try to see the syntaxes. You can see the syntax here. Array dot push item 1, 2, and so on, n number of items to be inserted. The same syntax for unshift also. We can pass n number of arguments, n number of elements to be inserted as an argument. We'll try to understand with example. Have a look at the example. I have created array 2 initially with 2 elements 2, 5. Initially with 2 elements 2, 5. Later you can see I call the function array2.push 6, 7. As a result, you can see 6 and 7 elements are inserted at the end. You can Hence, you can see the array length has been extended to 4. Initially, the array has two elements, 2 comma 5. Then the array length is 2 here. After inserting 6 comma 7 elements at the end, array length became 4. Similarly, see now array 3 has been created the same, initially with 2 elements. I call now the function array3 dot unshift 0 comma 1. Now see the 0 1 elements are inserted at the beginning of this array. So the push is for inserting at the elements at the end, unshift for inserting the elements at the beginning of the array. Have a look at now. This is for inserting elements. If you want to remove elements from the array, you can see these two methods will be helpful. The pop method and the shift method, vice versa methods. Pop method removes the last item from an array. Shift method removes the first item from an array. The syntax array.pop or array.shift. We'll try to understand with example. Have a look at this piece of a code. You can see here the array y has been created initially with 3 elements. I call the function y.pop. As a result, you can see the last element 65 has been removed from the array, as hence you can see the length of array is 2 now after removing the element 65. Again, similarly, you can see here array 2 has been created initially with 5 elements. I call the function array2.shift. As a result, you can see the first element 2 has been removed from the array. So the resultant elements are 5, 6, 7, 8. So array length has been decreased by 1. So this is about pop and shift functions or methods. Now, if you want to modify, how to modify elements in array? It is same like C and C++. As I told you, you can access the array elements using subscript mechanism, same like C and C++. Have a look at this piece of code. Here, my array has been created initially with 4 elements, 2, 5, 6. True, it is a Boolean type. Then you can see I am trying to modify 0, 1, 2. This is the position. So 0, 1, 2, the second position element by 10. Initially it is 6. Now I want to change this 6 by 10. You can see here my array 2 equal to 10. As a result, the second position, the element is at second position is modified as 10. Similarly, the third element is also has been modified by writing this statement, my array 3 equal to 20. You can see now the 0, 1, 2, 3, this element true is replaced by, is modified by 20. This is about modifying or accessing elements in arrays, same like C and C++. We have seen the insertion and deletion elements in the beginning of the array or at the end of the array, but how to insert the inserting or deleting elements in the middle of the array. The popular function or method is splice. Have a look at the syntax of splice function. Array.splice, the index where you are going to insert the elements, that is the index. How many items to be deleted from this index, and the item 1, 2 and so on are the elements to be inserted from the index. I'm again repeating. Have a look at the syntax. array.splice index, where you are going to insert, you want to insert the elements in that array, how many, the number of items to be deleted from this index, the item 1, 2, 3, and so on are the elements to be inserted from this index. We'll try to understand with the example. Have a look at here. Array 2 has been created with 4 elements, 2, 5, 6, 7. I am calling the now splice function array2.splice the index 1 at index 1, 0 number of elements to be deleted from this index 1, and the element to be inserted is 3. 3 should be inserted at 1. As a result, you can see, so 0, 1, this, so at the 1 position, you can see 3 is inserted, so 0 number of elements to be deleted. As a result, these 5, 6, 7 elements are adjusted. You can see are moved to next elements. Hence, you can see the array 2 length has been increased by 1. Since 0 elements are deleted from that index, hence the length has been increased by 1. Have a look at the same, the second piece of statements. You can see now array 2 same scenario. I am calling now the function splice with 1, 1, 3. So the index 1, the elements to be deleted, how many elements to be deleted? Again 1. The element to be inserted is 3 at 1. As a result, you can see the element 3 is inserted at 1, and whatever the previous element 5, 5 has been deleted. One element is deleted, this one element is inserted. So this is about the splice functionality.